Hey everybody, welcome back. We are getting ready to watch some more Ozark. We're on season 4. I don't know what episode. 8 maybe? Somewhere in there. I think we've hit the halfway mark. But things have been so busy at work and everything. I don't even remember what I watched last. But I wanted to go ahead and get some recorded episodes in because then I'm going to go paint. That allows the earbuds to charge some more. And then I can watch some more stuff, probably dark on the second half. So, yeah, Marty and Wendy are fighting. I know that. Oh, Wyatt and Darlene are dead. And Ruth went on a rampage and she shot Javi. After Marty and Wendy tried everything to stop her from shooting Javi. So now we're left with the aftermath of Javi dying because we know the FBI wanted Javi. So what does this mean for Navarro, Omar? Smokey, that one, is glad to be out from the back bedroom. Ryder is at the vet right now. He had a urinary blockage and was a pretty sick boy. I don't think anything is wrong because they haven't called me. I tried calling them this morning. It's Saturday, and they had already closed by the time I tried. Well, the first time I tried calling, they hadn't put the closed message on the answering machine. 9 minutes later, I called again, and the closed message was on the answering machine. So, yeah. And that was before noon. I called them before noon. But I'll find out Monday morning if I can pick him up Monday or not. But in the meantime, I figured we'll let Smokey out of the house, out of the back bedroom. Say, use the right words, Sherry. Fangs probably won't come near me with Smokey out. We will see. But let's go ahead and get into this next episode of Ozark. And this one is called, it is, oh, it's episode 9, not 8. And it's called Pick a God and Pray. I do like the theology of multi gods better than a single god, so maybe I'll like this one, but we will see. This one's just over an hour. Are they still in Chicago? Time to get drunk. I was going to say, she's just going to drink right out of the bottle.
Why do you choose everyone else over your family?
He doesn't.
Then you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I do agree with
The
that.
second you saw her in Chicago.
She's lost her whole family, Wendy.
I was going to say, Wendy's too narcissistic to be able to see it
Her
from Ruth's point
entire
of view.
life is destroyed. What?
Find excuses to feel like shit.
That doesn't make sense.
I was going to say, it doesn't take much.
Nobody talked you into this. You were excited about this.
That's true.
Don't back out on me when we're almost done. Don't do that to me.
Talking out both sides of her mouth.
Have some fucking faith.
Uh, so we got a coffin. Is that going to be Wyatt's burial? Looks like some tea or lemonade, some handcuffs, and some keys that look like they go with the handcuffs. The handcuffs, I imagine, are going to be Omar. Are the keys going to be the guards? I don't know. But they look like the type of keys that are used in it's the older prison jails. Is that 3?
Are you okay?
Are you?
That's a nope. We're going to see her spiraling down now. And where is Zeke in all this? I remember we lost him at some point.
Cartel lawyers kind of have a habit of going missing.
They think she's dead?
So
Yeah.
Maya did tell him the
And,
truth.
But millennials are fickle. She could come back, and then what? You can't propose. Also, besides the point,
He wants to
something
keep
happened
working the
in Ozark,
job.
and I can find evidence.
God, please let it go.
He knows something went down and that's why she came back. Is he going to ask Erin what she knows?
Mom.
She's the one that told. I forgot about that.
Charlotte! I'm sorry, Mom. He can be reinstated as head of the cartel, then everything we agreed on can move forward as planned.
See, I don't
Your
understand this
reach is
deal.
exceeding your grasp. And I can convince my bosses this is worth the risk, but that doesn't make it a good plan.
I still don't see what the FBI is getting out of it.
Wendy.
You do understand the danger that you're in.
Or is it that she's a dirty
Witness
cop? Hey, kitty, kitty.
Hey, baby.
Isn't that a motel room?
I'd be very interested. When do you get in?
Cat's in a different position. Maybe it was just the angle. It looked like a different
I'm
position.
sorry, baby.
You want to tell me why I'm babysitting a missing kid? It's all over the news. Your cousin and Mrs. Snell, this is their baby,
Oh.
right?
Somehow I missed when she was visiting her that she was dropping off Zeke. I was going to say she needs to get rid of that gun.
You want to tell me where you've been the last 24 hours?
I would have ditched it somewhere else, but okay.
I don't know anything about that.
Don't lie to me.
I'm not.
Who is she fighting with?
Everybody. Well, Ruth still has the lazy O, but she was making the money doing the money laundering.
Thank you.
I'll do the time. I'll do the 18 months just like you wanted. I'll come in here. I'll work for you.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm real good at this.
She doesn't have any
You've
pull
seen it.
anymore.
Even if I gave two shits about you.
Razor wire. We had that at the prison I worked at. I hear keys. Is that the keys that are in the logo?
Your nephew has disappeared. They think
Oh.
he's been killed.
She's not going to tell him the truth.
You're so pig-headed that you won't take it.
I will kill you, Wendy. I will find a way.
Don't.
And fuck the FBI.
What did she think was going to happen? She knew Omar didn't want to kill Javi. Otherwise, he would have killed him a long time ago. So she tells him that he's dead, and then he's just going to roll over?
Long.
Just hate letting go when I'm getting so close to the truth.
Oh, is
That's
that
all any of us wants.
Wendy's dad, right?
Yeah, I'm staying a while.
Your mama lives here?
Nope.
No.
Well, you better tell me all about it.
All he has to say is that she's controlling, and Grandpa will go right along with the ride.
I'll move him today.
Great, thank you.
It's not going to be enough. She's putting the whole family in danger.
His references are excellent, so clearly he's overcome his issues.
That's very forgiving.
I am not going anywhere until I find Ben and I know those kids are okay. Now, if you need me, I'll be at the Lazy O.
It's not going to be easy to get rid of him. He got rid of his crickets.
Hey, Harry.
I've got a body here.
I don't know when that happened. Is this going to be a easygoing conversation like usual?
I can handle it if you want. I'll make sure it's done right, okay?
She's icing him out? She want him cremated to put him with Ben?
Dinner with Grandpa and his girlfriend.
Grandpa's got a girlfriend?
Yeah.
It was still good food.
On top of that, trying to raise a family in the right way, that's hard work for anybody. I want to help.
We appreciate that.
She looks like she's going to kill him.
We know for all his problems, Ben always was the more stable of my children.
Really?
He's gonna poison them against us.
Charlotte knew that wasn't true.
We won't let him.
No, I'm not so
He
sure.
never tells.
I thought that it would protect us.
And what did she say?
Wendy wouldn't go for it.
Are you flirting with me?
Yeah.
I was going to say, He's buying either way.
You're moving to Gen Pop.
I thought it was not Gen Pop. I thought he was moving to protection. I forget what that unit's called. I can't tell if she's appreciative or not.
And I've tried very hard for many years to talk him out of many things. What's your secret?
He's in love with her.
All I did was present the facts.
Without contrition, confession, absolution, and penance.
I can't tell whether he's
appreciate your
trying to
effort.
indicate to her that she's dying or.
May God fan you, Wendy.
Okay, there was a reason why I was a little bit confused. So why does the priest want to keep him in prison? To keep him out of trouble? Go get the
Today
wine.
we are gathered together to say our farewell to Wyatt Langmore.
I forget who they were burying. The guy Darlene shot, but I forget who it was. Who's visiting 3?
The money flowing, I can be that. I can go to Mexico, and I
You're
can
not a boss
reestablish
like that, Marty. Wendy's like, are you sure? Why is Claire visiting Ruth?
Could you come down?
Is she going to ask Ruth to run Darlene's stuff and deliver her
I need your
the
product.
heroin?
So fucking what?
I was going to say it'll show Claire there too.
One that will be very lucrative for the both of us.
So basically she's going behind Wendy and Marty's back.
Claire,
Wendy.
thank you. Thank you for picking up. Listen, I
She's
have
going to
good
tell her
news.
no.
You need our input and our goodwill.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Wendy's the one that introduced her to Ruth. So Ruth's going to take over the business. Is she going to stay there at the house too? I mean, technically the house would go down to Zeke, but Wyatt did marry her, so maybe Ruth can legally have it. Does she have contact numbers, info for any of the people that worked for Darlene? Or is she going to use Frank Jr.?
He's doing this for you.
She's not wrong.
Well, it was Wendy's idea.
Marty knows the truth on that
She's got
now.
good instincts.
How is Marty going to know what steps to take on Omar's behalf without being able to talk to Omar? Well, Ruth is killing me. Her grieving is killing me. And it finally caught up to me there at that one spot when she was sleeping on the roof. Is Ruth going to be smart enough to be able to run Darlene's business without the other sheriff catching on? Does she have the contact info for any of Darlene's people? Are they going to listen to Ruth? I have a lot of questions. Is Ruth going to still employ Noah? Or is she going to realize it's too dangerous for him and not drag him in? She can't ask for Marty's help, and she won't talk to Wendy. I mean, those two are oil and vinegar. Maya and the detective are getting closer to things. Grandpa being involved is not helping Wendy at all. Wendy is so egotistical. She just cannot see things from another person's perspective. Whether it's Marty, whether it's Ruth, whether it's Ben, the kids, it's all about Wendy and protecting Wendy. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. She's just baffling sometimes, is all I gotta say. And it shows her narcissism the fact that she thought that she was the only one Claire could deal with. I mean, she opened Claire's eyes to this world and to some of the people in it. And did she think that Claire couldn't be smart enough to figure out other options? So, huh. All right. Thank you all for joining me on this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.